Trapmore gang, for anybody that's been following this David case as closely as I have, and we have if you've been following this channel, you'll know that there are currently 3 people who are looking like they're in very, very hot water over this situation. Now, of course, there's David, the head honcho, the main man, the man who owned the Tesla that the body of teenage girl Celeste Rivas Hernandez, 14-year-old girl Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found inside of his car. Obviously, he's the prime suspect, in my opinion, based on everything that I've seen. But also, the people in his inner circle. There's this guy, Neo, that people are saying maybe he had a little thing for David. Maybe they had something going on, in some people's opinion. He had his little hand sort of tucked up under David's waist in one creepy picture. I showed you a picture in a previous video where he's grabbing his buns. All right, we're going to keep it PG for at least the start of this video. But then also, there is a woman by the name of Aysia Collins. And she essentially, there's talk that maybe there was something romantic going on between her and David. Maybe she was jealous of the relationship David allegedly, in some people's opinion, had with this underage girl, Celeste. Maybe it wasn't just David that wanted to get this young underage girl out the way. Maybe Celeste was in the way and there was more going on. I don't know. We're all trying to get to the bottom of it. There's been rumors that a woman is about to be arrested for not appearing on the grand jury. We've talked about this Aysia girl apparently fleeing the country. She's been spotted posting pictures in Oslo, Norway. It's all a little bit crazy, and I've got some information on her that I think will be very, very interesting for us to dig through today, and it might surprise you, okay? It might surprise you. Now, this was going around in TMZ not too long ago, okay? Where basically the grand jury announced that anyone who refuses to testify will be arrested, and the wording in this TMZ article was very illuminating. At least one witness is so uncooperative she's about to be arrested. Wait a minute. She! Yes, she. Okay, apparently a woman is about to be arrested. There is a woman in hot water over this situation. Now, it elaborated later on in this article. It said, here's the way it went down. Beth Silverman, the deputy DA presenting the case in Los Angeles, came out into the hallway Wednesday afternoon and approached attorney Evan Jennis. She represents Robert Morgenroth, who manages singer David. Silverman told Jennis she was going to have the judge issue a body attachment to force a female witness to testify before the grand jury. It appears the female witness was a no-show, and a visibly frustrated Silverman said that she would have authorities take the female witness into custody and bring her to the courtroom. We do not know who the female witness is, but it's interesting because she's represented by the same lawyer as Morgenroth, who spent around 3 days testifying before the grand jury. Now, these are unconfirmed rumors. I want to make this very clear, but there are people on Reddit who seem convinced that Aysia and Robert do have the same lawyer and that she's the person who's not showing up to court. Some people are convinced of this. Okay, there isn't confirmation. I ain't gonna lie, she's looking all right, to be honest with you. It says, why is anyone allowed to use the confirmed tag? This hasn't been confirmed. How do you know that Aysia has the same lawyer? People are saying, I will post it shortly, blah, 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 blah. People think it's David's mother. They don't want to tip him off. Now, people don't have proof. People saying it's BS. Okay, they don't know for sure. Don't trust this guy. He's posting stuff without proof. So we don't know, but there is an assumption. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I might have to represent her after seeing this picture. But wait, I wasn't trying to click on that. That's my bad. But anyway, okay, she definitely going to be looking good in orange if it really comes to it. That's all I'll say. Okay, that's all I'll say. No more. But anyway, all right, just days earlier, okay, according to her Instagram, she appeared to be in Europe. All right, this was going around. People were basically saying, yo, she's on the run. She's out the country. She's doing the dash. She's doing the take. Okay, she posted in Oslo. She posted in Young Lean. Is this going to be... Oh, don't want to get copyrighted. But she posting clips, little pretentious, landscapes in Oslo. This is just 5 days ago. Should I throw her the follow? No, I can't throw her the follow, man. Until she's been cleared of any wrongdoing, I can't throw her the follow. She might backdoor me. But she overseas by the looks of it. Who knows? This could be old footage, could be new footage. She out there having fun. This is probably the kind of fun party time that she was having when David was still active in LA. Okay, but according to a recent post, okay, she's got a good camera on deck as well, so she's getting to the bag. But basically, okay, in a deleted comment under one of her recent posts, all right, she actually claimed to be in Los Angeles. This basically was a comment, a response to somebody. Somebody said, they're going to find y'all. And she said, I'm in California. What do you mean? All right. Now, that could be cap. Okay, that could be cap, or it could be true. And it could be some old content that she's sharing around. But what I think is really interesting is the fact there is actually a lot of reasons why she could actually be in serious legal danger. Okay, so let's just have a little look back at some of the other stuff that's gone around about Aysia, and we can make up our mind about how much danger she really is in when it comes to this grand jury and everything going around. Now, just a month ago, okay, a screenshot would surface basically showing Aysia responding to questions about Celeste back in February 2024, okay? And she would basically give her response. It says, this is Aysia's response to the recent screenshots. She said, for legal and safety reasons, I do not feel comfortable talking about the case. I will speak about it in due time. In the meantime, I suggest you don't believe everything you see online. I'm not sure I believe this. I see this online. So should I even believe you, or should I believe that you're full of cap? Because I see you talking about you in California online. I see you talking about you in Oslo online. Now, this screenshot was going around. And basically, somebody had sent her, or somebody had posted in their story, the missing poster for 13-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez at the time. She replied to it, said, bro, this is my friend's GF. They said, is there a way you can confirm she's 13? And they said, what the F? You're lying. Now, that's February 16th, 2024. And look, I know everything that's going on with this case, all right? So Aysia ain't going to be liking what I'm about to say. But that girl went missing on Valentine's Day, 2024. We saw the footage of David showing off apparently a Valentine's haul. There was a bunch of cash shaped out in the heart, a bunch of Hello Kitty toys, creepy, weirdo stuff. They was looking like they was in a hotel room or a bedroom, whatever it was. I heard that she allegedly got picked up by David, in some people's opinion, to be taken to the movies, and then she didn't come home. She was supposed to come home that night. She didn't come home. Ended up being an overnight, multi-night stay. Then before you know it, this missing poster's going around. This is February the 16th, 2024. So the kid's missing. The 13-year-old is missing at this point, having gone for a Valentine's Day jaunt with David and them. And then she's saying, bro, this is my friend's GF. So no doubt, okay, let me not say no doubt because I have to be careful. In my opinion, okay, it's feasible that David could have had this little Valentine's romance. He's taken his girlfriend around, showing her off to his friends, and then the friend, Aysia Collins, is saying, this is my friend's girlfriend. This isn't this my friend's sneaky link. This isn't this my friend's just little Valentine's Day link up. We just had a little thing going. This is a girlfriend relationship. She's 13, right? And she says, what the F, you're lying. Now, this screenshot is unverified, to be completely honest with you. But at the same time, in my opinion, I think it's real. But I don't know for sure. All right? I couldn't tell you for sure. But this is not a good look, all right? And basically, after that started going around, then suddenly she's saying, don't believe everything you see online, all right? She's basically suggesting that screenshot is cap or made up. It says, what's the source for the screenshot? I've never seen it before. Somebody anonymously sent it to the mods, and then she posted the story that day. Okay, people saying they're feeling the pressure. Keep applying it. They were acting cool as cucumbers in the last 2 weeks, posting Halloween pics like nothing's going on. But now stuff is going on. They said Aysia is a bee. She knew everything that was going on. I can't wait to see them together in the same jail. Okay, she's going to look super fine in the orange jumpsuit if it comes to that. Okay, that's just my opinion. Feeling pressure or just saying a literal screenshot with their name in it is false and staying quiet as anyone would while there's a whole legal investigation going on. Okay, now there will be more going on after this, okay? Because basically, on September the 21st, 2025, all right, after Celeste's body was discovered earlier that month, Aysia began removing all traces of David from her Instagram, all right? These cool little pics with David, these would be getting taken down. These would be getting put in the archive. Media count be going down. Minus. Take them pics down, all right? Take them pics down. We need to put them down, all right? Not a good look. It says, Aysia, seen with he who should not be named, deleted a mass majority of her Instagram posts. I noticed after I seen her Insta page a week ago with a lot more posts and confirmed using Insta stats, she did the deletion on September the 21st. I'm making no claims. This is all just alleged, and this could possibly have nothing to do with the case. It's just questionable. So I think I saw somewhere that someone reached out to her and supposedly said she didn't know anything about the situation or Celeste. Yep, I saw that. It's such a weird time to be mass deleting posts. She chose the worst time to do it, and it insinuates to me that she's hiding something. Now, it says, it's in this thread. Someone screen capped an old comment. She said she didn't know about Celeste's age. With how she worded it, it sounds like she knew about Celeste and that they had met before. Where's this comment? Let's see. Where's the screenshot? So this is her responding to some stuff on a TikTok comments. It says, can't convince me she at the very least didn't know what was going on. She replied, said, I have a life outside of just my friends. It says, there's no way you were that close to him and didn't know he was messing with a little girl for years. He wasn't even trying to hide it. OMG. Right? People saying, barely been posting since September the 5th, did a light scroll and you would post a lot. She said, life is expensive, bae. People are saying, why are you not posting since early September? She's saying, life is expensive, bae, and I'm depressed. And they said, well, either way, you knew he was dating a minor or you just didn't say anything to him. She said, I didn't know her age. It breaks my heart. That would suggest that she knew her. She just didn't know the age. She didn't say I didn't know her, never met her, didn't know nothing to do with her. She just said I didn't know her age. All right. And then that previous screenshot that we saw at the start of the video, that would be damning if that's true. Okay. Now, before that screenshot leaked, okay, that showed that she allegedly knew as early as 2024 that Celeste was underage, she also made a post basically saying she didn't know Celeste, all right? And people are saying, do you think she's telling the truth? And since people are being super disrespectful, I will clarify some things. I did not know the girl nor her age, and may she rest in peace. I've never posted any videos with Celeste Rivas, only my friends Vanessa and Celeste Herrera, who are commonly being mistaken as Celeste Rivas. Isn't it convenient they got a Decoy Celeste in just at the right time? Now that one, I can't wait for the cops to get to the bottom of that one. But it says, everyone wants to act like TikTok detectives, yet can't tell the difference between a person of color. Let's pack it all up. Now you're playing the race card. That one's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That one's, you hit him with the race card, hit him with the Uno reverse card. That one's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. We might be clutching at some straws there, but hey, they're saying that it's a racial thing. Okay, they're saying that it's a racial thing. I don't know. They're saying that's the other Celeste. That's the Decoy Celeste. They're saying this is the other Celeste, all right? It's different to the original Celeste. Okay? It says, before I start, I just want to say this is my opinion. It's crazy how he really found such a doppelganger, started to have her dressed like Celeste Rivas or vice versa, to the point where she could have possibly been using the same Gap sweater. I really hope it's a different one and not the same one, because that would just be so creepy. Who knows what if he told the truth that both Celestes... who knows what if he knew both Celestes around the same time and fell in love with both? Then he had this love triangle going on. There was a source that seemed credible for a second. That person was saying that when people would walk in the room and if both Celestes were around each other, old Celeste would nickname herself CC and Celeste would introduce herself with her name. At the moment, it hasn't been confirmed. Now, if anyone finds info of Aysia or Celeste's, both the Celeste being in the same room, Aysia and both Celeste will be getting a lot of questions asked, because Aysia just posted that she never met Celeste Rivas, that only Celeste Herreras and Vanessa are her friends, and she mentioned she didn't know of her age. What are your thoughts? Says, I find it hard to believe she didn't know anything, and her tone comes across as hostile. I really hope someone can find the pictures of Aysia with Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Aysia is going to be cooked on the same boat with David on the way. All right, on the way. Okay, it is actually wild. It says, I'm talking about that girl. All right. It says, I'm talking about that girl. Is that what she says? Wait. I did not know the girl, that girl. The girl, that girl. I'm talking about that girl. She spent most of her time with David, so she never met his girlfriend. I find that hard to believe. Even his moderators on Discord knew about Celeste. She's clearly trying to avoid any accountability. Ha ha. So of course not. That girl has a name, disrespectful Celeste Rivas Hernandez. I do feel like people are getting a bit hysterical when it's like, you know, yeah, sure. Sometimes we might not use her name to refer to her. We're just not trying to disrespect her. We're keeping her name alive, and we do all want to fight to preserve this information, to fight for justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. But sometimes you got to use other words because of the context of what's going on. So there's no disrespect. I want to make that clear. I find it odd that her best friends knew her, but she didn't. Girls talk, and if the person that posted about both Celeste knowing each other was reputable, and the older Celeste was bothered when the other one was around, I'd be willing to bet there was gossip and drama. Also, to say that girl seems kind of aggressive, there was already hostility there. Weird. Exactly. People are going back and forth about Celeste Herrera not being bothered or jealous about Celeste Rivas Hernandez. I don't know why something tells me she was jealous of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She, Celeste Herrera, just looks like a backstabber. All right? No, I don't think this statement is entirely truthful. All right? Not sure if you missed the first sentence, but I did start with my opinion, but I'm open-minded to read your thoughts. It's very important to say your opinion when it is your opinion. Now, okay, apparently, Aysia would first meet David in April 2023, around the 13th, when she appeared in the music video for the track Sleep Well. Now, I'm digging it. Aysia is not going to be feeling this video, I ain't going to lie, okay? She actor and performer. She on the website backstage, not backpage, backstage, all right? Model, actress, Beverly Hills, California, okay? She's got a driver's license. She has a passport. Might need to make use of that one, okay? Aysia, all right? Basically, this has got her credit. She said, hi, I'm a curly-headed mixed model actress in West Hollywood, currently looking for all types of work, and I'm open to new projects and ideas. I'm proficient in sports like soccer, tennis, and track. I also weightlift and box. I also do UGC videos. What kind of UGC videos are you doing for me, Aysia? Anyway, okay, she's popped up in a few music videos with Shabuzi. She was a saloon girl. She was in Sleep Well with David as a love interest. She was in Save My Love as she had a professional love interest. She in there with Snot. She doing commercials. She's in a commercial, a Jeep commercial. Hey Dude campaign. She getting busy. She low-key was getting busy, okay? So maybe she does have a bit of her own money. She's in a BBC ice cream campaign, okay? Hopefully it wasn't the BBC that would be her downfall. But anyway, all right, she was definitely getting busy in the industry, modeling, doing her thing. She was outside, and clearly she can box, okay? So I might need to watch what I say because she might punch me up. But anyway, this was another one of David's music videos that featured a model that resembled Celeste. Okay, this is why this whole thing is a problem, because we get in all of these situations where he's got these alleged love triangles going on with different people, and then he on what was it, Backroom, not Backpage. He was on Backroom hiring chicks that looked like the underage girl that he tucked away allegedly. All right, this super creepy. All right, but this was before, you know, Celeste was really getting at least getting into the inner circle. But he doing music videos with a love interest, bro. They, like, the hair's curled. Like, this girl looks like Celeste Rivas Hernandez in the video, I'm not gonna lie. And then we see in all of this weird stuff going on. Look, bruh, projecting her onto a wall, the loss, she's missing, she's gone. All the symbolism is creepy as hell. And I would like to think that if she got sucked into this thing and she had no idea what was going on, she would cooperate with the authorities and say, this is wacky and creepy and weird. I did not want to be part of this. They made you up to look like the ting that he was hiding from the world. Creepy, all right? We can't be doing this. We can't be having this. And don't even get me started on the red roses. The white roses, right? Now, David will later explain the meaning of this particular song. And also, I just want to point out the pinned comment on this video. It says W Delusional Riz. Okay. One of the most unique psychopaths in history, if this is true. Subtle hints in basically every song. They all look like Celeste, all right? Awful. But anyway, okay, David would later explain specifically the meaning behind this song. And this is what he would basically say about it, okay? He said, in this song, he talks about how even though he may not be perfect, he is still there for his lover. Even if it might feel like everything is against them, the lyrics are the epitome of romance. They feel like warmth and safety, all wrapped up in one... All wrapped up in one, a comforting sort of love. Right. Sleep well. Even though the song may tell a story of unconditional love and care, the music video for it tells another story. The Sleep Well music video is one of 6, beginning with romantic homicide and ending with David's most recent Sleep Well. Unlike many music videos, rather than simply basing the video on the general feel of the song, David's video connects one to another in a form of storyline. The story follows 3 characters: David, his lover, a blindfolded antagonist, leading up to the Sleep Well music video. The other 5 videos illustrate the rise and fall of David and his lover's relationship, with the song prior to Sleep Well depicting David's downward spiral in finding other ways to cope. Okay, it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit twisted. I don't like it. To be honest with you, I find it quite unsettling. Now, obviously, as things progress, okay, February 2024, that's when Aysia and David, they remained in touch. And this is allegedly when she received that message. This is allegedly, well, not even allegedly, this is when Celeste Rivas Hernandez went missing. Allegedly, Valentine's Day, she's gone off with this older man. She's 13 years old. It's disgusting. Just 4 months after that, okay, David is performing at the Fonda Theater in Los Angeles. Look at him. He got a big show booked, right? It's a big show. A lot of people going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You might want to bring your family. You might want to bring people from your label. You might want to bring your girlfriend. Not really great, okay? Bunch of pictures from the show. I wonder if anyone interesting was in the attendance of this show, all right? A lot of photographers there. He's doing a backflip. David, he's so wacky, so funny. So kooky. I just love David and his personality and his backflips and all of the stuff that he does. It was at this very event that Celeste was recorded with David's brother going backstage. So this is that infamous clip, right? They're saying that this is basically Celeste Rivas Hernandez, underage, being led backstage by David's brother. And you're going to see more stuff came out afterwards that basically showed that she was in attendance, basically. Careful, nearly got me there. Nearly put more money in David's pocket, unfortunately. All right. All smiles with the underage girl going backstage and the outfit all matched up. Uh-oh. We're going to need to speak to your brother too. Going to need the grand jury to be on your brother. Now, after this, okay, this is where things got really out of control, because it seemed that David's manager, his mother, his brother, Aysia Collins, Neo, the other Celeste, they all took pictures together at the show. They were all up in there, okay, all together hanging out. It was a whole family affair. 3 nights in the Fonda, right? Fondler at the Fonda. Don't like it. Don't like any of you folks, to be honest with you. Not feeling you guys. Not feeling you guys, not at all. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. Notice there's one person who didn't get a chance to get in the photo booth, okay, and she's no longer with us. It's very, very, very twisted and messed up. It's twisted up. But anyway, okay, time goes on. All right, time goes on. And less than a week later, David would be in Europe, and he posted publicly about missing his baby. All right, baby. Softest soft launch of all time. There goes my baby. I miss her. I don't know if you can see this, yeah. But he's posting an old throwback. We don't know who it is he's talking about. But interestingly enough, all right, after this, a little bit of time would pass. The following month, August 2024, we'd next see Aysia and the other Celeste with Jason the Ween, all right? And apparently they're all homies. Check this clip out.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Weren't you in a David music video? Me and him homies now.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes. Came full circle. That's baby boy.
That's baby boy. I love him to death. He's like a brother to me.
Oh, shit.
I can get on his ass all kinds of
For real? Y'all still connected? Damn, that's baby, bro.
That's baby bro.
Fuck this song, bro.
Listen, man, if you're a chick, okay, and you know me, and you out here talking about me like you're saying I'm baby bro, I don't know if we're gonna still be cool after that. Like, baby bro, that's crazy. Now, funnily enough, okay, when Jason the Ween's saying, yeah, I'm locked in. Next thing you know, he's downplaying their relationship in 2025. He's making a statement after, you know, a dead person has wound up being found in the trunk of this man.
One thing I also want to add to the David situation. I did not know anything. I'm not even close friends with David. I made a song with him. All right, I had dinner with him one time in a group setting, and they motherfuckers saying I'm best friends with him. No, bro, that's insane.
That's what they're saying, man. You was claiming him. You were happy. You were hyped when this was going on. All right, and basically people on Reddit were giving their reaction. Okay, they're basically saying this video shows Aysia and Celeste Herrera's friends a year before the situation begun. David's mentioned in the conversation. He had no idea of their connection until this point. Aysia refers to David as baby boy and like a brother to her. People saying this eats into Jason, saying that he hardly knows David and they just went to one dinner together. Not surprised he's trying to distance himself now. Saying this is before Jason ever met David. First time their meeting was September of 2024. Aysia and David were mutuals since 22 because of his dating shows on Twitch. All right, people saying you're full of shit. Literally in the video on this thread we are commenting on, Jason literally says, you know, David, me and him are homies now. It all came full circle. Please stop. Please stop whitewashing. BS. Right, people saying Celeste Herrera always kept to herself, always in the shadows. I noticed that even in the live stream she participated in with Aysia, she was always withdrawn. I never heard her voice. She even looks miserable on her mother's Facebook. All right, they're not talking about Celeste Rivas. So I do wonder how these individuals fund their lifestyle. Do any of them actually work? Says he's a streamer and part of FaZe Clan. They make tons of money streaming on Twitch. Says what about the girls Aysia and Celeste? I know Aysia models, but I don't know how they fund their lifestyles. Ooh, she's not a girl's girl. Says these bros are unbelievably immature. What kind of conversation is this and why would you film it? More importantly, who the hell is watching this live? The other Celeste thinking she's so cool with her glasses on the tip of her nose. No signs of intelligence anywhere, just a bunch of wannabe hoes. Losers, basically losers, all right? People saying they dragging it, but I just think it is interesting. Now, okay. Next thing that's interesting, I'm just going to show you a couple more things, then I'm going to wrap it up and you guys can give me your opinions, okay? Basically, in April 2025, months after Celeste's last photo of her is being seen alive, okay, people are saying that maybe she passed away in January of 2025. Now, what's crazy is that after this, okay, David is regularly seen with Aysia and Neo right up until when Celeste's body is found in the car. And Aysia makes TikToks about her time with David and her hanging out with David, POV, having too much fun editing.
It says Jesus.
It's not so funny now, is it? And could you imagine if actually it was true that Celeste Rivas Hernandez had been murdered and taken out of the way? If the rumors of this love triangle, I don't know if that love triangle rumors are true or that people were saying Aysia was jealous, but like, bruh, if that's even anywhere close to what was going on, this shit is creepy looking back on it. You're having so much fun.
I'm inebriated. Yeah, I'm inebriated. Yeah.
She inebriated, man. She inebriated. But look, These guys, they all spent all this time together. They're making content together. And if you want to go back and look at the video where I'm talking about the potential possibility for some kind of bisexual relationship going on between Neo and David, some people believe in their opinion that's what was going on. These three spending all this time together was a little bit weird, okay? And a lot of clips are going around of David basically seemingly flirting with Neo, Neo flirting with David, all right? And some people, I've covered it in a previous video, go and watch that if you want to know, but some people actually think that maybe it was a case where, you know, it could have been Neo that wanted to get whoever David was seeing out of the picture so that he could keep them all to himself. Or maybe it was Aysia. Maybe there was a whole love triangle. Maybe it was a love square that became a love triangle. I don't know, but it is, some of this stuff is just so weird and creepy. Look at this. This is David and Neo getting freaky.
I'm like 6'11", David's like 6'12", yeah, something like that.
Look at a gay stripper with this.
I look like a gay stripper. Should I
David, house tour? We're good.
Should I get naked right now?
6'7", yeah, I'm like 6'7". Check that e-box, Neo.
Sorry. No, she said I look like a gay stripper, so I have to.
I'm being clipped. No, don't clip that. And I'm not being here for no. Don't. If you can clip that, crop me out. Crop me out.
Whoa!
Wait.
I'm on my way, but hold on.
Wait, what happened? Oh shit. Hold on.
So it's not so.
Oh wait, hold on.
Look. Who's that?
I don't know. Oh shit.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
So it's not so.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Was that a Playboy Carti lyric? Because he's just saying homicide, homicide, homicide.
So it's not so. Homicide.
First I wanted to know. Now you're hitting the bricks. My life is out of control. I'm telling you nobody's safe.
Where's the train from? Chrome Hatsu desu. Sugoi da ne. Daijoubu desu yo.
Type shit.
Got the Interscope hoodie on, yeah? Interscope loving all this. It's red.
It got some weight to it too, like.
David,
What's up?
put your drink down for 2 seconds.
What?
It's not alone in this world. Alright guys, what's up? It's your boy, Neo the Asian.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
It's your boy, Neo the Asian.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis.
It's your boy, Skinny Penis here.
I'm sorry.
Shout out Neo. Shout out Neo the Asian on everything. we're repping the plug again, bro. Hashtag I love clout. Why y'all at David's house?
This guy's a weirdo, man. I love clout. Bruh, just pack it in, man.
How the fuck y'all meet on Grindr?
Like, even if you guys ain't really in a relationship, like, just this whole, like, we go on Twitch and sex play, like, just weird, bro. Like, this is what you were really doing. And David getting freaky. Neo covering up dead bodies too. That's what the comments are saying. Double cup and a straw. Wonder what's in there. They so funny. Theory. They both killed and dismembered Celeste's body, hid it in the fridge. They have a lover's quarrel right before David leaves on tour. David leaves, makes Neo... Neo makes his move. He's going to get payback. Neo puts Celeste's body in the Tesla, so David gets in trouble. Now they're both in trouble. That's an insane theory, but look, okay? I'm really dying to find out who is this person, who is the alleged person that, you know, basically is going to be imminently getting arrested. And, like, I'm just trying to find out. Is it Aysia? Some people saying it's David's mum. I don't know. But you guys let me know down below what you guys think, man. Do you feel like this Aysia chick really knows what was going on? Do you feel like she's been unfairly tarnished? Or do you feel like the whole thing, you know, it's just David on a wild, out of control mission of his own? I don't know. This is not meant to be any disrespect, but also there's a little bit of me that just kind of really is actually quite frustrated and just tired of these clowns. So I do feel like I've got to put some belt to ass a little bit. Okay, but look, let me know what you guys think. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated as soon as we get more information. You know that I'm the premier news source for this stuff, and I'm digging deep into it. Me and my team and my crew, we're just consuming David content all day long, just trying to find out what is going on with this nonsense. All right, thank you for watching. Thank you for trusting me as your news source. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out here, gang. Peace.